And you always forgive me for all the things that I ever done. And you've been by my side through the struggles and the fears I had, even the darkest one. And every time I touch your eye, I feel like I'm just holding back, because my heart's so glad. It don't matter what we did, you're the wife of my life and the mother of my kids. Give you the storm, the wind, the moon, the rain, and the mountain. I'll give you the world. As some of y'all know, me and Frank Nitti of the Untouchables, you know, we end up making peace with each other, you know what I'm saying? Like brothers should do at the end of the day anyway, you know what I'm saying? The last thing Frank said to me, which y'all know, he said he was gonna rape my daughter. Of course, you know, it was an earthly situation. I talk about them earthly situations, excuse me, that we should learn how to get past, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, there was a situation if me and Frank wasn't in an argument about something, or, you know, had an issue about an earthly subject, he wouldn't have never said that, because that's not his characteristics. And I've been around Frank long enough to know that that's not his characteristic, man. But of course, when you hear things like that, you know, everything goes out the window, especially when you're talking about your child, you know what I'm saying? And it just so happened that, you know, Frank was being recorded while he was talking, and he was being recorded by my daughter. So you think about how she felt as she's recording him talking, and he say that he's gonna do that to her. You know what I'm saying? So to tell y'all the truth, I was furious. You know, furious about that, man. But you know, one night, you know, you go to sleep at night, and you know, you pray. You say your prayers. And that night I said my prayers, and once I got to the part where forgive those who forgive those who sinned against you, you know, things of that nature, Frank's face popped in my head. So I knew right then that I had to forgive him. You know what I'm saying? And I did. The next day after that, I did a diss track. That's how I released it. You know what I'm saying? Time passed, and you know, like I say, you know, it wasn't really on my mind anymore, as harsh as it was, because at the time that it was hard on my mind, man, I could have seen homes anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? At the Walmart, broad daylight, man, I was gonna burn them, man, like straight up and down. You know, I hate to say that, but that's just how I felt at that time. But everybody know that, you know, a friend of the Untouchables just passed away, Christopher William, Big Chris, and you know, we all went to his funeral. And as I was sitting inside, you know, listening to the, you know, ceremony or whatnot, I ended up stepping out. Went outside to smoke a little bit. And as I was outside, I seen two guys talking. I noticed it was one of them was my homie Big Phil from, you know, from College Park Project, from College Park. And you know, I went to approach him and, you know, to greet him and say what's up to him and stuff. And when I did that, I noticed the guy who he was talking to was Frank Nitti. And it was boom, all of a sudden, you know, we seen each other. I spoke to him, shook his hand, and then I walked off to continue smoking my cigarette and let him talk. Right then and there, it was on me, man. When I say on me, man, meaning like my mind was racing. Even though I had forgave him, my mind was racing, like to go to the car, grab the tool, come back and just burn him. And what I mean by it was very close is it got to the point where I was thinking about how many cameras had already seen me in a funeral home in a church. And then I was thinking about the officer who I had just walked past. And then I even got to the point where I'm saying I know I had on glasses. I knew I was just anybody out of the needle in the haystack. And I knew that the officer wouldn't really, you know, recognize me or, you know, remember me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was fighting with myself on not going to the car to get the scrap and come back and burn him right there and just take off running, jump in the car and leave. But as I was thinking that, he ended up walking over, you know. And I felt for the first few seconds, I felt unease because he came from behind me to my right side right here. Then he stood right there and he was fixing his belt or something. And I didn't know what he was doing, how the life that I live, when you get into it with dudes and whatever, I don't trust anybody. So I'm thinking that he finna like try to pull out a gun right there already. I'm ready though, you know what I'm saying? But he went on to say, man, I'm coming to big Chris' funeral to pay my respects, Dontrece. But I realized that it wasn't Chris is the only reason why I'm here. And I like, what you mean by that? He was like, I'm here for you too, man, to see you, to to let you know that I'm sorry for that and for you to forgive me and likewise. And when he said that, man, of course, that's what friends and somebody that care does. And when he said that, man, I couldn't do nothing but respect him, man. The love came right back, man, because I know he didn't mean what he said when he said it about my daughter, man. So I was like, man, and I'm sorry too. And I'm like, and I hope that you can forgive me, you know what I'm saying? And then ensure him that, the stuff that I talked about wasn't going to happen to him, because it's not, you know what I'm saying? And, we made up right there, man. That was one of the biggest things, out of my 40-something years that, I done, especially when I had my mind set to do this to him, you know what I'm saying? And right now today, man, like I said, I talked to him probably like last week, had him call me, we chopped it up real quick. But we have to learn, y'all, to get past some of this stuff that hold us back. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn to get past some of this stuff that could change our destiny by one stupid decision, one stupid choice. You know what I'm saying? And right now to this day, man, me and Frank, we finna work on some music together, man. I'm gonna send him a couple tracks. He could, he get on them or whatnot. We already talked about it, whatever, man, things of that nature. But right now, man, I feel real good about it because it's behind me now, man. And I don't have, I can say it proud, I don't have anybody on my list that I'm going to do something to, right off the rip if I see them. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing because, I done made a lot of bad decisions in my life, split bad decisions, and end up on the wrong end of the stick every time I made those decisions. You know what I'm saying? I ended up in jail with aggravated assaults, attempted murders, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, it didn't happen, and it's all because of really Frank. You know what I'm saying? He stepped forward, and some of us got to learn to be the bigger person like Frank did, man. And I even say he was bigger than me because I didn't approach him and say I was sorry on the things I said, and none of that. He approached me. So you can't get no bigger than that right there. And if a person comes to you and a person says to you, I'm sorry, could you forgive me, and things of that nature, man, you should forgive him. Even in the Bible it says, the guy went to God at the altar, and God, Jehovah, turned him around and said, go strain that out with your brother, then come back. And that's what Frank did, man. So like, he did what God, Jehovah God, say do. So how can you or anybody be mad at a person that's big enough to come and break the ice to a person that envy them or jealous or mad at them about an earthly situation and ask them for forgiveness, man? We need to practice that sometime, man. And that's real talk, man. I'm gonna keep it real. If I'm on this end of the stick or if I'm on that end of the stick, man, you have to keep it real. If with anybody, keep it real with yourself, man. That's what I ask y'all to do. Next time y'all find yourself in a situation where y'all feel that y'all have to do something to somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about the situation, man, and find a way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Find the light in it. And that's real talk right here. Underground Source TV. Dontrece Knox TV and film producer. OG Black Boy 3700. Big shots out to my untouchable family. All on East Point, College Park, the whole nine, man. Right now, College Park, stand up.
drive to the highest of the pecan tree. Blast a few shots just to test the street. And I pray that you forever with me. You told me you'll stay here till the day that I die, with a tear in your eye. You always told me that you need me and there's no coming back. Girl, I can't take that. You always told me you were gonna be down for the ride. Girl, you picked your side. This is Bonnie and Clyde. You know we do drive by.